And I'll never forget when I was in Hurricane Katrina, they moved me from finding survivors after about 3 weeks to signing checks for survivors so that they can go and get food. So you get $500 depending on the denomination of the family. This one guy, he came and he said to me, he said, "Man, what's your name?" I said, "My name is Richard." And I went on and began to ask him these questions that were on the sheet and things that I said, can I tell you my personal issue? I said, "Sure." He said, "Man, I don't know how to be a father." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "When the hurricane came our way, my wife was getting everything together in the back room and she was going to drive us home." He said, um, "I have never been around my children. I got 3 daughters. I've never really been around them. I don't even know what that looks like." He said, I've always been in the street, and by the time I came home, they would be asleep." He said, "So when we were getting things together to get on the road, my wife is in the back room and she said that she was going to take a nap. She goes in the back room, she lays down, the hurricane hits, and a tree falls down on that section of the house, and it instantly takes her out." He said, now we're in a shelter. My wife is gone, and I got 3 daughters, 10, 12, 14, get ready to be 15. And I really don't even know them. And they really don't even know me. Because even though I lived in the house, all with all of them, I never really was there. He said, to make matters worse, when I woke up this morning, in the barracks where we're staying, a cat was on my daughter because they allowed cats or pets where we're staying. He said, "Man, he said, do you have any advice for me?" He said, "Because I'm broken." And I thought about it because I was going through certain situations that would make a person cringe. I said, "Man, the only thing that you can do is that you can pray and then the other thing that you can do is stop telling yourself you don't know your children." Yeah, because it's never too late to be a parent. And may I make a suggestion to each and every one of you out there who's struggling with parenting, who you really don't have a connection with your kids. It's never too late to be a parent. It's never too late to connect with your kids. You're looking at somebody. If I told you some of my parenting stories, it would make you cringe. I promise you. You don't know what it's like to go pick up your child, and when you drop them off, every other month, you're dropping them off. You're dropping them off to a different man that's staying with the mother. You don't know what that's like. 16 of them. Yeah, you don't know what that's like. You don't know what that's like to you go pick your kids up and you standing out there for 3 hours waiting for them to come outside, and you drive an hour to get there and they never come outside. You don't know what that's like. You don't know what that's like to have the parents just disrespecting. You're trying to be the best father that you can be, the best parent that you can be, and never give up. But you stuck around. All my friends, all my buddies, and said, "Man, listen, you can just go ahead and see your kids when they turn 18. If I'm you, I would just give up." And I stuck in there. Yeah, and for, they may not have the best relationship because what they have been taught is antithetical to how the relationship should be, or so on and so forth. But I'm saying to you, one day I might start telling these stories, some of my stories. But I'm saying to you, baby, it's never too late to be a parent. As I told him, it's never too late to connect with their children. As long as you pray, and as long as you stay to God's unchanging hand, it's never too late. I'm telling you, and then you like, well, Cook, what you mean? Oh, can I tell you what I mean? So the victory is yours. Yeah, ultimately, it's hard for a dad to be it's hard for a dad to get custody of his kids. Very hard. Like, you have to have an impeccable record. I'm in the courtroom, and I'm not bragging. I'm in the courtroom, and I said enough is enough. Go to get custody. The custodial parent brought about 6-7 people in there to testify against me. They concocted a story and against me, and they got up there one by one, tried to concoct a story, but the judge made the rest of them get out of the courtroom. It was just me, the lawyer, and the Holy Ghost. Got up there, and as a man, because I couldn't see my child go through that anymore, all these different men. Yeah, baby, it's never too late to be a parent. If I told you, I'm telling you, if I told you some stories, it will blow your mind, but forget about all of that. All of that means nothing. I want to tell you forthrightly, just like I told him, God first, prayer second, and never say you don't know your children, and never say it's too late. Then drive on and do good.